Derek, how are you?
Good, Giles. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Stop it. Thank you for having us. You kidding? I mean, without you guys, nobody see the film. Come on.
There you go. There you go.
True. It's
Quick,
true.
quick anecdote. You've got a couple of fans. Was watching Modern Family with my family recently, and literally watched your episode last month. And
I'm not gay. I'm French. I remember that. Oh my God. What a great, this is the most famous line I ever had. I guess because we won the rating for the final of the Major League Baseball final.
Yep.
We had a 3.8 and they have a 2.6 or whatever. It was insane. Everybody watched the show. And Julie Bowen, who, had the Emmy that day. Then we start shooting that episode. And I said, what if you win the Emmys again for this show? And she did. She postulated for Best Actress with Go Bullfrog.
Yep.
The scene that we say, I'm not gay, I'm French. That's the one she won the second Emmy. I mean, for me, was one of the best things I ever done when it comes down to comedy. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. You've got some fans, but I told them and they're like, oh, he's hot. Can't wait for this interview. And I'm like, okay, stay in your lane, buddy. You stay over there, we'll stay over here. But just to dive into the movie Murder Company, of course, you're playing Dacan. And I was looking through your filmography, and this looks like a turn for you, like a different type of role.
Yeah. For 17 years, the truth is I've been waiting for a role like that. I've been waiting for portray what happened truly with my family, what happened truly during the Second World War. Why we talk about the Second World War? Of course, because everyone in the world was involved. So it's normal to talk longer with it and try to prevent it. When you come out with movies like that, you watch it, and if you think about it for a second versus like just a 17-year-old thing, bing, 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 you're like, oh, I don't want to be shot. I was in situations during the shoot where you immerse yourself so much with it, you don't want to be shot at. And you realize little by little, like, yo, you don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Never. You're done. You're here, you die. That's it. So those guys were getting paid $92 a month to get killed for someone they don't know.
Yeah.
Just because it's the right thing to do. Forever, we not only need to talk about this, but remember, so we don't replicate it. And I think that's the movie. It's about that. It's about seeing the real trauma that generates into wars. And look, my character has no more soul. His soul was shattered in a million pieces. His only goal was to not live anymore after he's finishing his job. His job was his life. His weapon is his wife now. And his goal is very simple. My grandma was very involved in the Second World War. And my grandma was so PTSD. I didn't know how you call this? Oh, she's crazy. You know how sad this is? An old woman, 65, she looks 95, and with a little knife in her hand, black eyes, and doing this all day long.
Just always on edge.
And we did not do anything for them. So I lived this. So when I had the script on it, I'm playing my grandmother. I know it's weird to hear it.
Wow.
But her character, I took it and I put in my mind, because my grandma lost, I think she was 18 or 17 or 19, I don't know. Lost her first boyfriend. The Gestapo killed him and made an example in front of the village. Wow. So when you start like that, your life, and she's like, oh, that is all I will do now. Get rid of them. So she was part of the 12% who fought against the Nazis. So for me, getting a role like this, don't pay me, guys. I don't care. This is the life. And being immersed into this character was nothing short than happiness to give to my family. My mom watched one scene. Don't Kill Me, Richard Switzer. I sent it to my mom. For the press, the press decided to do one scene, and I said it to my mom. My mom cried. I could not hear what she was saying. And I was like, okay, I did it. I did. Acting-wise, Ben, I did it. My life was waiting for a moment to play something that can give reminiscent of respect to my ancestors, and specifically only my grandmother. So
That's
I
incredible.
think
Yeah, that's incredible. So that sort of took care of like half my questions. This was incredibly personal for you. It wasn't
incredible,
just a job. Yeah.
incredibly personal. You know, some people, it happens sometimes. Say, are you Jewish? I always say, no, no, of course I'm not Jewish. I'm France. I was born in. But the truth is, during the Second World War, we have a Jewish side of the family
Wow.
who was completely murdered. My sister's name is Esther. That could be more Jewish than Esther, right?
Yeah.
And you wonder when you're 10 years old why your sister's name is Esther. And then you start hearing the stories that they went to pick them up. And because the husband wasn't, to get rid of all of them. Devastating. My mom gave the name for respect. And then little by little, I realized, and hearing my grandma fables, you know, the fables, the Little Riding Hood and all this.
Yeah.
That's how my grandma taught me what happened with the world, with the vermins. She didn't want to talk. She didn't want to say the word German. I was not allowed to say the word German. I was chased one day because I said les Allemands in German. She would call them les Boches. That's a connotation that is bad for them. And yeah, I never understood why she was so always violent. There you go. All the stories were bloody, and all the stories were what she did. So my fable stories are not the fables people know. I don't know the stories if I didn't read them in the book. So I play my grandma. My grandma was completely disarmed, hurt to the core, and her soul was dark. So she was able to do this atrocity.
Wow. That's incredible. It's an incredible story. Well, thank you so much for sharing that.
Oh man, my pleasure, brother.
Was it just as personal for Shane, the director of the film, Shane Dax Taylor? Was he
Shane became, I mean, the freaking hero of this film is Shane. Let's be honest. You have 5 minutes to shoot this with nothing. Now make it a beautiful thing. You give Shane a Marvel Marvel budget, this Marvel movie will just be, oh, he's incredible. Shane doesn't speak too much. He knows what he wants. He tells you what he wants, and he sees it. And you're like, oh, do we have it? And we're all wondering. And then you turn around and you see a trailer and you see an image, and you're like, oh my God, the dude is great. I can't wait to work with this guy again. He's a no, you know what? It's very rare that you have a director that the only thing he wants is a community that gets along. He doesn't want any queen or king of darkness. He doesn't want negativity or you know, actors sometimes, you know. He's very adamant about, I want positivity and togetherness. I never seen someone like that. It's really a great guy. And then he worked with Kelsey, with William, with Pooch. Pooch, I watched every single episode of Ray Donovan. I was like a huge fan of him. And then I'm sitting down with him in the dirty swamp of Bulgaria, and we're crawling around and we're talking about life in France in 1944. He makes him realize, oh my God, I'm black. I'm in France. The white people in America don't like me. The white people here wants to kill me. I mean, the guy had all the ammunition to be like, shit, what am I doing here? And all these little details to me went into my soul, and it felt so good to be part of this film. It's great. I can't wait for this to come out. I can't wait to be like, oh, I didn't like this, I didn't like that, so we can always get better. But I can't wait for people to also see like, oh, dude, people live that? It's a true story? Yeah. Wow. I like it.
So many stories about World War II are like that. And it's part of that great tradition of World War II movies that make you just understand how terrible things were for these soldiers, and like you said, for the people just living through it, your family.
Yeah.
So just it's a very good movie. I had a chance to watch it.
Oh wow.
Don't want to give too much away, no, but very much appreciate the time we've had. You made this very easy on me. You pretty much tackled everything I wanted to touch on. But what was it like working with Kelsey Grammer? I was a big fan of his growing up.
Brother, he comes to set and you're like, oh my God, the general is here. Not like, no point intended, is the general in the film. She is here. And then you're like, hi. And he's like, how you doing? Talks to you, where you're from. He makes it very personal with you. And then rolling in action, and he's got 15 pages. And he goes, I'm like, I'm dumb. Kelsey is great. Kelsey is great. I didn't know much about his personal life and what this and that. And then you hear and you know the guy from the TV and you hear the things that people say, and then you meet him. And you're like, oh my God, everything he ever had, he deserves it. Of course, the life and the trauma is always like out of our control. But I think Carrier he deserves every single ounce of success. And he's been such a cool guy with everyone. I recommend everybody to hire this man. He's amazing. He's fast. He's amazing. He's so professional that he makes us look like idiot. Unbelievable. No, I'm seriously like I had greatest time with Kelsey for sure.
Awesome. Awesome. We'll have to leave it there. Giles, thank you so much. This has been an absolute pleasure. Wish you nothing but the best. Wish the team nothing but the best. And do keep in touch.
Absolutely. Thank you, Derek. I'll see you soon.
Have a good one.
Bye. You too.
This is Derek Scarzella. Thank you so much for watching this video. Just doing a quick outro. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Above all, we want to hear what you have to say about this video, this movie, what it meant to you. Also, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, of course, YouTube. Check out our website, actionagogo.com. And of course, you can check out my own novels, Knuckle Crackbone, as well as The Vicious Game. Links are all down below. We also have a merch store if you want to enjoy our glorious Action A Go-Go electric logo, which is going to come right after this. And of course, again, thank you so much for watching. It's super appreciated. Hope you had a good time. I know we did. Bye.